Hi, Martha. It's nice to see you. It's been a while.
It has. It is so nice to see you. I'm so excited to be on camera with you today. What a treat.
Well, it's pretty rare, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Well, I actually look at it as quite the opportunity because this is honestly a dream come true for me. This is so exciting to be on together. So thank you for that.
All right. Well, in case people don't know, you are a regular on Guelph Life. But today I wanted to touch base with you because of COVID-19, the pandemic. It's thrown everything askew. Things are quite different than what we're used to. But when I first met you the very first time, sorry, um, budget was the number one thing you wanted to talk about, that everybody should have a budget. And I'm just wondering if that would still be important, in that if your circumstances have changed, is it time to develop a new budget?
What a great question. And the short is yes. What I really want to highlight is why. And what do I believe about a budget? Ultimately, what I believe about it is being connected, not limited. So, what does that mean? That means understanding what's going on in your financial picture right now, but not being limited by it. So, what does that mean? That means that understanding what's going on in your finances helps it be a temporary situation, not a long term situation. So, that's why I am definitely a proponent of a budget, but specifically in having a positive attitude about it.
Now, if you unfortunately have lost your primary source of income, I hope by now that you've already applied for and maybe are even receiving the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, the CERB.
Mhm.
But can you explain a little bit about that? Who qualifies for it? How you access it?
That is such a great question. Now, in these circumstances, there have been and continue to be a lot of developments. And even if we look at the government benefits that have been rolling out, they have been dynamic, not static. What does that mean? That means this situation is changing, and so is the government response. It evolves. So, what I recommend is to look at a singular focused source for information that's accurate. So, what does that mean? Looking at government sites, finding out of it about it from a source that I really like is called FP Canada. That stands for Financial Planners Canada. That's previously known as the Financial Planners Standard Council. So that's a mouthful, but it is a really, really great resource. And because we're online, if someone is watching this from another province, they've actually got everything broken up, not only federal, but provincial for you by province. And they're continuously updating it. So that's really, really important to know.
Now, pre-pandemic, we were all going along our merry little way and buying and selling and shopping and trading and paying our bills. What happens now to all of those regular payments, if especially if you've now lost your main source of income? What about mortgages? What are we doing?
That's a great, great question. So, when it comes to mortgages, mortgage brokers and agents have actually been working around the clock. I know many of them that I am amazed at the little amount of sleep that they're getting right now. And why is that? They're there to serve you, to answer your questions, and for you to be able to ask them what options are available to you. When it comes to your mortgage, talking to a professional is a great idea because every mortgage and every situation is different. There are absolutely deferral options there for the majority of cases, but talking to a professional to understand if that is necessary for you and what the consequences or ramifications would be. And that way you can make a decision that is really comprehensive for you.
So obviously go to the source of your mortgage, like whoever
Ask the
holds your
questions.
mortgage, ask them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Loans, investments.
So when it comes to loans, I would say the same concept applies as mortgages. Go to the source to ask the questions about the specifics. Some loans have more flexibility than others. And when it comes to your investments, this is such a great question, Jan, because a lot of times we think that when it comes to our investments, we can pause our contributions, no problem. And in the vast majority of cases, that's true. However, one of the things that we talked about in a previous segment is the registered education savings plan, right? And we touched on the idea of something called scholarship plans. Now, for a registered education plan, you would be able to stop, start, decrease, increase your contributions without a challenge. When it comes to scholarship plans, however, there could be ramifications to you pausing a payment or contribution that you may not have realized. So ask your professional. That's really, really important.
And finally, those ever-loving taxes. It's
Yes.
normally tax season.
Yes. So right now, you and I would be having a conversation with the viewers about, hey, you would normally
What do I do with my
late.
refund? Yeah. Or I'm late.
Yes. But this year, thankfully, that isn't the case. So right now, what the government has done is to extend the due date. So for payments, right now, it's at the end of June. And for filing, that's in August. So you definitely have an extension there. And again, for those details, FP Canada has all of that right on their site.
Perfect. Now, it seems kind of silly to even talk about saving. Saving could be a challenge at this time, but there have to be some ways that you can be careful with your money. I know my car isn't traveling as far as it normally does.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And what a great point, because when we look at our budget as being something that we're connected to, not limited to, we can start to find one of the biggest depleters of our wealth, which is unnecessary expenses. You can start to find money that perhaps you didn't realize was leaving your system. So one of the things can be something that you signed up for that you no longer use, right? Perhaps it is a plan that you have that you don't need certain pieces of it anymore. Those kinds of things can actually really start to add up. And of course, there are situations where people want to invest during this time and benefit from some of the buying opportunities right now in the investment world. And in that situation, I really do suggest that you sit down with a professional and make sure that what you're investing in is in fact a fit for you.
So thanks, Martha. That's lots of really great information. If people have questions, they can go to...
So I'd love to invite people to email me at info@marthaadamsmedia.com, or you can find me on Instagram, and my handle there is Martha Adams Media.
Thanks, Martha. I hope you and your family stay safe.
You too, Jen. Thank you so much.